All right, guys, we got some of the biggest, no pun intended, content that we could get or have gotten in NHL 22. Obviously, with the releases of Zdeno Chara, who in my opinion has been phenomenal. We got 3 more players that are absolutely gigantic and should be really fun to use. We're going to check all of those out as we got 3 new 99 overall team builder cards. Let's check them out. All right, we are going to start first with the 99 overall Stu Grimson from the Anaheim Ducks, 6'5", 231, and he is 99 everything. This is the forward version of Zdeno Chara, essentially. Gold Truculence, he's got no contest, Born Leader, Crease Crasher, Back Action, Unstoppable Force. I mean, Unstoppable Force, Born Leader, and Truculence on this thing. It's just going to be fun to use. It's 6'5", 99 everything. EA is releasing cards that are extremely difficult to obtain. We're going to get into that in just a little bit, but are at least the best that you can possibly get. Unfortunately, with the way NHL plays online, the faster and bigger the player is, that's really the only differentiating factor for the most part when you compare everyone together. Obviously, abilities come into play, and then there is some feel, but when it comes to just size and speed, 6'5", 4, that's 99 everything with Truculence is pretty fun, and he is just one of the 3 options that you can go out and get now, as he is a 99 overall team builder card. Next up, we got the best right-handed defenseman in the game. Like, it is essentially going to be almost impossible to get a better right-handed defenseman in this game than the 99 overall Colton Parayko. Among the right-handed options, there are a lot of smaller ones at the end game. You've got Makar, you've got Fox, Chernak is obviously there. However, this is straight up 99 everything. He's got Gold Shutdown, Bouncer, Truculence, and 1T. This is everything you want on a defenseman. You know, there is no downfall. He legitimately has 99 everything. He can go whatever synergies you want. Again, this is going to replace any defenseman that you've got currently as your number 1 right-handed defenseman. Like, a combination of this and Zdeno Chara is absolutely hilarious. So, I mean, this is going to be fun, but we've still got one other card to talk about. And that is the 99 overall Nick Bjugstad. 6'6", 99 everything, gold no contest, tape to tape, quick draw, elite edges, close quarters, and big rig. I'm not gonna lie, a 6'6" centerman that has quick draw, elite edges, and close quarters is just gonna be fun to use. I cannot wait to get into some games with this card. I will have a debut video with him that will go over my thoughts and gameplay with him, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. This is an incredible card. Like, they have gone out and essentially, I gotta say, the choices make no sense. I mean, a lot of the choices throughout different events and things like that really haven't made any sense. This, however, the team builder cards, they're clearly just going with, they know that the biggest, fastest players play the best and are worth the most in Hockey Ultimate Team when it comes to playing online. That's just how the game is. I apologize. That is just how it is. And 3 99s that are above 6'5" are just going to be an absolute handful to deal with. And now you've got 3 cards that are among literally the best in the game. So now let's talk about how you make them, the costs, if they're worth it, and which ones that you should go out and get. All right, now I'm not going to lie, the cost is what you expect. Just like all of the other team builders as we've gone along, it's going to require 2 98s. And if you have 2 98s, like, you're only getting 1 card in return. And obviously, if you went with like the best cards, you mean Primo and Coburn are probably the 2 that you have. And then you've got a way because it's 2 positions. Obviously, Primo is still one of the best centers in the game, and Coburn is one of the best left-handed defensemen in the game. You're going to trade in one, and you're either going to go forward or defenseman. So the cost is exceptional. When you think about it, I mean, it's going to take an absolute ton. It looks like it's going to take about 1,500 gold players if you were to start from scratch, and that is absolutely nuts. However, this does give you cards that you can chase for the rest of the year, because no matter what, these cards will be relevant for the rest of the year. There isn't really any other card that can come out that will be better. Like, there could be other cards that are just as good, but when it comes to everything you want when playing online and giving yourself an advantage and cards that are really worth the grind, it's going to be damn near impossible. All right, so is it worth it? In all honesty, if you have 298 overalls and you're still playing the game, you probably have a ton of assets. I would probably do it because these are the best cards. Like, it is the most fun you're going to have. I mean, Stu Grimson alone looks hilariously fun. Same with Colton Parayko. Like, there's no one better than him on right defense, and then Bjugstad as well. There's no better center. So you might as well. But if you have not not gotten a 98 yet, it is going to be so much to try and get them, but at least it gives you something to chase after. I mean, if you're holding on to cards, I guess, like, what's the point? As the longer the year goes on, the less and less these cards are going to become, you know, valuable or sought after. There will be other choices among 99s that come out. These are just the first, but it is going to take 2 90s to get a 94. That right there is about 500 cards you have to collect. You're gonna have to collect 16 total team to get 290 overall cards. That will get you 194. You're gonna have to do that twice to get 198. Then you're gonna have to do it one more time to get a second one. That's just astronomical. You're looking at about 1.5 million from scratch, and that's if every card is 1,000 coin. And they're probably not gonna be. They're probably, you know, on the market there isn't that many cards. It's gonna be awfully tough, I think. I honestly don't think it is worth. But if you are still playing and you are trying to have the best team and you want to try out some of these cards, let's talk about which card you should go after. So I will use myself as an example. I had Primo and Coburn. I went with Nick Bustad. Here's the reason why. I think forwards are more important than defensemen always in Hockey Ultimate Team, and his combination, you literally just can't get better at center. So when you combined him, like, I had Matthews at 99, who's a phenomenal card. I had Thornton. I have Gretzky. I even put McDavid at center as well. There's just no better, really. Like, this is it. On defense, arguably, again, if you have Eric Chernak, that isn't a gigantic drop-off at all. So, pushing Eric Chernak to second and then getting rid of Fox would have been ideal, but it's just not that big of a drop-off for me. I do lose a big hole a big hole in the sense that Coburn goes and plays on my third line, but if you have Hedman and Chara, Coburn's on your third line, you should probably trade him in. It is all going to be dependent. If Primo is playing on your first line, that's tough. Same with Coburn, but if you have other options, I would definitely make one. But yeah, we're looking at about 1.5 million in value to make them from scratch. Now, when it comes to ranking which ones I would go after, I would go like this. Number 1, I would go Bustad. Still, I think that he is, forwards are always going to be a little bit more impactful. Number 2 would be Colton Parayko, and then number 3 would be Grimson. The only reason I think Grimson is a little bit behind is that, I just like his abilities a little bit less than Bustad for center, but he's still an amazing card. You can't go wrong with any of them. They're going to be a blast to use, and like I said, I will have a video that will debut them coming out shortly. But it looks like we're here, guys. The 99 era of cards are among us outside of Team of the Season. Let me know what you think about these Team Builder cards. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on the biggest cards released in NHL 22. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.